Good evening, Ayushi. I welcome you on this fine evening to Ideas Matter Most, powered by Hindustan Times at SDMIMD. You have made history by becoming the first Indian to win the Miss Teen International title in its 27-year legacy in 2019. And more than being just a beauty pageant contestant, you're also an accomplished actor, model, and also a content creator. As a true inspiration and role model for many, you have achieved extraordinary milestones at such a young age. And most recently, you secured the position of second runner up at Femina Miss India 2024. Congratulating you on that.
Thank you.
Uh, would you like to share some insights into your experience at Femina Miss India 2024?
Well, firstly, before I begin, I would really like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to the Institute, STMIMD, and Ideas Matter Most for having me. It's such a pleasure to be talking in front of such reputed dignitaries, and I'm really excited to share my journey. Well, if you ask this question to a 7-year-old Aayushi, she would say that Femina Miss India was a dream come true moment for me. But if you ask a 21-year-old Aayushi, Femina Miss India was a life-changing experience for me. All these years, I have watched girls going up on stage, wearing that sash which said Gujarat against their chest, and I whined for it, I pined for it, and I strived really hard that I wanted to do that too. And throughout my journey, through various stages of my life, I've been into pageants since the age of 7. So from a kids category to going on to a teen category and then finally going up to Miss category. It was a dream come true moment, and I've really learned a lot. I say it's a life changing experience because the experience, the exposure, the challenges, and the learnings that the platform of Miss India has given to me, I don't think any other opportunity could have. I've become a better version. I have a better version of myself, and I feel like it has allowed me to evolve and explore more different avenues, different opportunities, so that I can make the most out of every chance that comes in front of me.
That is true, and it's truly inspiring to see you here today. And let's say in the industry you are today, right? The beauty industry, there's so much misconceptions, there are a lot of stereotypes. So, have you come across any such stereotypes or misconceptions, and how do you tackle them?
Well, I come from a traditional Gujarati background, and I am the first in my family to even enter into a field like that. I come from a family of doctors, so stepping into this industry was definitely kind of challenging the society and the stereotype to make a profession out of a passion that me and my mother had. I just feel that the basic misconception or the biggest misconception that people have about the fashion or the beauty pageant industry is that it's just about the looks, but it is so much beyond that. It's about finding the best personality that kind of not only is an ambassador for an entire community, but also for your country, for your state, and for the entire youth. And I think that's what people should be focusing more on. It's about how you can communicate effectively, how you can represent yourself effectively, how do you present yourself not only in public spaces but also online on social media. And I think that's what it teaches you. And that's something that I would like to break the stereotype and want people to know that beauty pageants is much more than just the dress that you wear, the makeup that you wear, but it's also about who you are as a person and what change you can bring into the society.
True. And also, you spoke about social media, right? And I'm sure social media is a big part of everybody's life today. So, how has social media altered your career? How has it supported you?
To be very honest, I never thought that I would become a content creator and social media will become such a huge part of my journey. But after Miss Teen International happened and we hit COVID, there was a fan following that came, and at the age of 16, I didn't know how to handle all of that. It was overwhelming. It was really fun. I was like, oh, people are actually interested into my journey. And that kind of pushed me to share everything and share about my life stories, share about what do I do on day-to-day activities, my passion, my interests. And that's when I realized that every person is a storyteller. And social media is just giving you a medium to share that. And when you're able to share your journey, people watch it, people take inspiration from it, they learn something from it, and it adds value to their life. If there is a tool that can add value to other people's life, why not use it to the fullest potential? And that's exactly what I've been doing. I create content because I love doing so. I love experimenting different avenues. If you would have just looked at my page, I loved recreating music videos. I think it just allows me to channelize my talent and at the same time my liking towards Bollywood films. At the same time, I'm also posting my pictures or my journey about Femina Miss India, because I've always said that this was such a collective journey for everyone, not just my family and myself, but my entire community. So yeah, I'm making sure that I can make the most out of this powerful tool that we as a generation, we as a community have, and we can make the best out of it.
And one thing that I have noticed, and a lot of people are talking about, is that you have inspired so many youths today, especially the ones who want to follow their passion. So, what is that one message that you want to give to them who want to follow their passion instead of just following the stereotypical, doctor or a. So, what is your one talk that you want to tell?
Firstly, I would say it is definitely an honor, and I'm really humbled that people look up to me, or in a way that you call it as an inspiration. It's a huge word and it's a huge responsibility. I will say what my dad says to me all the time, that just imagine having a regular conversation with your parents about taking into a career of acting, or like in such a volatile space, and you would think about facts that maybe she got it because she was lucky, or she had a connection, or she was able to do so because she had an opportunity. But whenever I say the word lucky, my father tells me that what is luck? It's an opportunity when it meets the prepared. So you be the prepared. So anytime an opportunity comes to you, you can call yourself lucky. And that's exactly what I will tell everybody, that there are so many opportunities out there, and we live in a world where anything and everything is possible. So just don't shy away from learning something new, experimenting something new, exploring a different side of yourself, because you never know when you can get lucky.
Now that we've spoken about all the major questions, I want to ask a bit fun question. What is that one behind the scenes moment for you in your pageant journey that not many of us know, but that has shaped your career very significantly?
All right. So during Miss India, we have fittings for our finale gown, our finale dresses, our shoot, the dresses that we will wear during our shoot, also like an official portrait. And at that time, like in every girl, I will also have certain kind of preferences, that I feel like this color looks the best on me, or this kind of a silhouette, or this kind of a style looks the best on me, that just enhances my body type or whatsoever. But at a pageant at this scale, there are experts from the field who are there to give their knowledge and give their opinion. So sometimes I would end up getting outfits which I would not like, or I'll be like, I don't know if this is the best fit for me. But that's when I learned that not every time in life you will get things that you want or you feel are the best for you. So I learned to make it work. And I think it comes from this desiness word of jugaad, that we Gujaratis or we Indians, we have a jugaad for everything. We'll be able to try to find a way and find a solution for every challenge that we come across. So that's something that I learned from my pageant journey. And I think the jugaadness kind of inculcated into this. And now I know that whatsoever happens, always remember you have to make it work.
And speaking about your future goals, so what is your future goals in entertainment and fashion industry?
Currently, I do want to enjoy the reigning period as one of the Femina Miss India winners, because it's been such a journey, and now that finally this has happened, I do want to enjoy. I want to make sure that I'm able to discharge my duties and responsibilities to my level max. At the same time, this title comes with a lot of opportunities and open doors which I would like to explore. So when it comes to acting, I've had a fair experience in the Gujarati industry, but I would also want to dabble into the Hindi cinema. And at the same time, I also feel that regional cinema is coming up, and the Gujarati industry is booming with various kind of scripts. They're experimenting so many different genres. So that's one area that I would like to get myself into. But at the same time, I come from a media and communication background, and I love talking, and I feel like if I can give a professional arc to this love for speaking on stage or holding the mic, that's something that I'm also inclined towards. So presentation and acting is something that I'm looking forward to.
Okay, thank you so much. And everybody has these mantras for their life that they always follow, no matter what happens. So, do you have any certain mantras that you follow?
Yes, I do. And again, I feel like I'm quoting my dad so many times, but I feel like he's the one motivational speaker in our house who comes with all these quotes. And he says, this is the mantra that he has given to me, and I follow, that the three P's in life, patience, persistence, and perseverance, will give you the three O's of life. It's in Gujarati, Ullas, Umang, and Utsa, which means happiness, joy, and satisfaction. That's all that I follow. That anything that I take up, I have to be patient enough to wait for the result. I have to be persistent with my efforts and be resilient and perseverant to not give up whatsoever that happens. And going to bed with satisfaction and the joy and the happiness of trying, I think that's the mantra that I follow.
That is really good. So that's something maybe even I would want to follow. Coming to winning an international title actually often puts your culture on the limelight, right? And how do you see your role in representing India globally and your culture globally?
I've always believed that if you want to represent your culture, you should know your culture. And as somebody who was honored to have the responsibility and the opportunity to represent my country internationally at a teen pageant, I feel that I'm an ambassador of not only representing the culture, the practices, and the traditions that my country has to offer, but at the same time, I can be a medium through which people from other countries can have a look into our journey, our history, our rich traditions, and I don't think it should only be limited to somebody into a field of beauty pageant or an ambassador who just represents your country globally. We can do it at an individual level also at this stage also, because I feel every citizen and every individual has a responsibility towards just making sure that you can disseminate the godliness and the beauty of our culture. And it could be as simple as just the simple practice of saying a namaskara, or maybe just eating with hands when we have our food. It could be as simple as that, or just storytelling. But if all of us start taking it as a responsibility, or just being a little bit mindful about that, whatever action I take, it is a representation of my country, of my culture, I think then all of us we will be able to represent our country globally at a much larger scale.
So today, when we speak about fashion industry, it's evolving, and currently, it's evolving towards sustainability, right? So, what are your thoughts on sustainable fashion, and how do you incorporate into your style?
Well, I think sustainability is definitely in the trend currently, and I feel that it's not just a trend, it's kind of becoming the necessity with the expanse of fast growing fashion and consumer options that we all have. I feel that turning towards sustainability is the right way, not only because it is environment friendly and it will allow us to get few more years to our future generations, but I also feel that it is a more smart choice when it comes to a generation like us. And it when I say this, I will also acknowledge that sustainability is a privilege. Not everybody is able to afford it, so it's equally important to make it accessible and affordable to the masses. Only then we can expect this trend to be a massy product for all of us. And it could be as simple as making sustainable choices, like I follow thrifting, I follow reusing of my outfits, and me and my mom do it a lot during our pageant. Like when I represented my country internationally at Miss Teen International, one of my outfit was my 16th birthday outfit that my mom reworked into, put a flower, put a gown, and like put a trail into it, and it became a completely new outfit. So if you have that vision and the intention to keep reusing and making sure that I make choices which are not only environment friendly, budget friendly, and at the same time it will just add more a personal touch to my offerings, to my wardrobe, I think sustainability can be massy and a lot of people can access it. Oh, just to add, I'm also wearing khadi today, and
Right.
which is like khadi has been such a paramount revolution in our history, coming from Ahmedabad and doing it by our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. I feel like it's not only just such a sustainable product like a fabric, but it has a revolution and speaks in volumes about the culture of our country. So yeah.
Uh, Coming to another fun question, what hobbies or activities do you enjoy beyond the professional activities that you do?
I love dancing. I am trained in the Indian classical dance form Kathak. I love listening to music. I love working out. And I love watching movies. So, anytime there's something to do with going out or even watching any series, I love binge watching. And I'm a great bathroom singer.
That's an interesting insight. So, again, when we say competing internationally, it puts a lot of immense pressure on, just an individual, if I have to say. So, how do you maintain your mental health, the resilience, and how do you actually handle the pressure?
I think what I usually do is that I feel that expectations lead to pressures, and expectations only lead to disappointments. So don't have if I don't keep too many expectations from myself, just that, oh, you have to do this, you will have to do this, then automatically I will ease on the pressure. And I think that's exactly what I did during Miss India, that more than having an expectation out of myself or thinking that, if you have made it so far, you will have to make sure that you win also. I was just enjoying the process. So if you just enjoy that particular moment that you are in, I think it just takes off the pressure. But I also follow the practices of journaling. I love writing down just my thoughts because it allows me to be in the present. And I talk to my closed ones. My mom is my best friend, so every time it helps.
That's really sweet. Uh, you've had a lot of experiences in the pageantry industry, right? So, how has it contributed to you personally and professionally to improve yourself?
I think people don't understand, but beauty pageants is a crash course of personality development. I say that it's equivalent to preparing for a UPSC exam also, because we are not just studying about all the different kind of topics. We're also working on our walk, we are working on our fitness, we are working on our wardrobe, we are working on our social media, a social cause also. So in a way, it's developing me as a person, as an individual, and it has played such an integral part in the kind of person I am today, be it my passions, my interest, my hobbies, my career prospects, and also my love for giving back to the society. More than love, I will say the responsibility that has been inculcated in me, that to give back to the society, I think that comes from beauty pageants, because I think pageants taught me that beauty has a purpose. So find that purpose and make sure that you're able to fulfill it, because once you give back to your community, it will always come back to you in multifolds.
True, beauty is no different than any UPSC exam. I can really vote for that. So, coming to saying, as I already told you about, you are the role model for many individuals, right? And what is that one message that you would want to give them, saying that not only when they want to follow their passion, but also a general life tip that you want to give them?
A general life tip. Firstly, I feel like I'm also in a stage of my life where I'm exploring things and I'm also giving tips to myself throughout my journey. So rather than giving a general tip to everybody, I feel like I will just share what I do in my life. What do I keep saying? I feel that every time there's a lot of challenge, an obstacle, or a pressure, I remind myself that how I remind myself the journey of a diamond. Like a diamond is always found in a mine where there's so many impurities. It takes so long to, just find the right kind of stone, cut it, mine it. Like it goes through a lot of pressures and then it shines bright as a diamond. So just remember that for yourself also, that every time you're going through so many challenges and obstacles, that is because you will go under pressure and then only you will bounce back. And if you still haven't bounced back, then I say this dialogue to myself, ये तो सिर्फ ट्रेलर है, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है.
Thank you so much, Ayushi. It's a great pleasure having you today with us, and we got so much insights into your life, the experiences you've gone through, and not only that, even your personal interests, right? So it was a great conversation, and I would definitely thank you again for being here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for a great host. For being a great host, it was really nice having a chat. And once again, thank you to the university and Ideas Matter Most for having me. It was such a pleasure. I'm taking a lot of learnings back, and thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much.